how do you ensure that the right people are getting the right communication? So this time I'll start with Mark.
Again, one of the features of Condo Control that I really like is how I can send a notice to just owners or to just residents. We have, and there are different laws for different jurisdictions, as I'm sure everybody is aware, but there are certain things that we have to send out at specific times during the year. And those are meant for owners, not necessarily for residents. So we can send those out. It's basically an email blast, and it just goes to the owners. It's updated documents, and it's very efficient in that way. Another thing I really like is when we have, for example, a plumbing issue and I need to shut off the water for everybody on the O3 line. Everybody else in the building doesn't need to know about that, but the people that are affected by it do need to know. And this is a feature that I really love. So we can just send a notice to, a particular group of 10 units, and it can go to just the unit owners or the residents or both, but it's not cluttering up everybody else's inbox with information that they don't need. And that's one of my favorite features of the software, actually.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Now on to John.
So how do we ensure that the right people are getting the right communication?
You got it.
That's a good question. Here's one of the things that drew us to Condo Control when we were looking for a new platform was website-based systems like you have that could be tied and integrated to our fundamental business management system, which is called VMS, Village Management System. That's the platform that runs our operations, it pays our bills, it gets our invoices, that does our budgeting. That's the heart and soul. And in that, we have a very, very accurate, we try to have a very, very accurate owner-resident database. And the neat feature was that when we got together with Condo Control Central, we saw that Condo Control Central nightly would search our VMS database and update the Condo Control database with the content. So we don't have to manage a Condo Control database. We manage the Village Management System database, and we know that nightly that feeds the Condo Control. And then to build on what Mark said, exactly the same way. We have renters that need one kind of communication, owners who need another kind of communication, people in one of our buildings where we have a water being shut off or an elevator down condition don't need the information, but the other buildings don't. And all of that can be very easily managed through the tools and the resources integrated into Condo Control. And then two other things, we Condo Control reports, we can look at Condo Control reports to see when we send emails, e-blasts, e-notices, templates to owners, we can see which owners have opened those and not opened those, okay? And if we have corrupted email addresses, we can see that, and we get that feedback, and the data is telling us that we then have to be in a relationship with an owner to get either an address or an email address updated. And that's just a feature to make sure that our database is as squeaky clean and as accurate as we can make it. So we are in a trusted relationship. We think we're sending, we trust our owners are receiving, and we have data to confirm that. Now I tell that, now that's the perfect world, okay?